Let's begin this session with homework exercise number 1 from section 8.7. Okay, we are given that the price of a home is $209,000. The bank requires a 20% down payment and 3 points at the time of closing. The cost of the home is financed with a 30-year fixed mortgage at 7.5%. Okay, first question, find the required down payment. Okay, the required down payment is what? Is given to be 20% of what you decide what they purchased the home for, which is $209,000. So percentage of something means multiply. So turn 20% into a decimal. Move it over 2 places, so it'd be 0.20 times 209,000, and that will give us the required down payment. So let's go ahead and do that multiplication on our calculator. 0.20 times 209,000. And we get a required down payment of $41,800. The amount of the mortgage then is going to be the down payment you pay off right at the beginning. So you subtract that from the mortgage. So it's going to be $209,000, this price of the home, minus your down payment, $41,800. And that will give us, math's not too difficult. We can do it in our head. We can do it paper and pencil, not in our head, but a paper and pencil. So it's going to be $167,200. That will be the amount of the mortgage, $167,200, when we subtract the down payment from the amount of the mortgage. How much must be paid for 3 points at closing? Okay, the fee, the points is your fee, and each point is a percentage. So 1 point would equal 1%, 2 points would equal 2%, and in this case, 3 points is equal to 3%. So must be paid is 3 points is going to be equivalent to 3%, which is a decimal. Move it over 2 places, 0.03. Now notice, it's times the amount of the mortgage, not the selling price, but the mortgage, which we just calculated in step 2, which is $167,200. So we'll take 3% of $167,200, the amount of the mortgage, and that will give us our 3 points that must be paid at closing. So if we do that on our calculator, 0.03 times 167,200, and we get $5,016. Okay, find the monthly payment. Now, the monthly payment can be done using the formula, or you can use bankrate.com. I will show you how to do it both ways in this problem. Okay, now the formula, the formula is the same as the auto loan. So the formula is the payment for a mortgage is equal to the principal, the amount of mortgage, times R divided by N, all over paren 1 minus 1 plus R over N raised to the negative N times T power, and then another paren around the entire denominator. So in this case, P is the amount of the mortgage, which is $167,200, times the rate. Now again, the rate is the mortgage rate, not the down payment, so it's 7.5%. So 0.075 divided by 12, it's monthly, and then 1 minus 1 plus 0.075 divided by 12 raised to the negative 12, N is 12 for monthly, times t, the number of years, which is given to be 30, and then another right paren. Okay? So we can do that on our calculator. If you want, I can use the fraction key to make it so you can see it a little bit easier, I think. All right, so in the numerator is 167,200 times the rate, 0.075, divided by 12. That's your numerator. Denominator starts with a left paren. 1 minus 1 plus 0.075 divided by 12, r divided by n. Another right paren, raised to the negative 12 times 30. And if you have an 83, you need parentheses around the exponent, and then another right paren. And we get our, to the nearest dollar, 1169.08. So we would round down to $1,169. Now, you can also find the monthly payment by using bankrate.com. Okay? So let's open a new web page. Go to bankrate.com. And what we need there is we need the amount of the mortgage, the rate, and the years. So the amount of the mortgage is $167,200. The rate is 7.5%, and it's 30 years, right? So we'll remember that. So we'll open up a new web page. Okay. So we'll open up bankrate.com. Okay, when we get to this home page, right across the top here you see calculators. Click on that. Scroll down the page and there's a mortgage calculator. Scroll down, mortgage calculator. Okay, the mortgage amount we said was $167,200. The mortgage term in years is 30. They automatically put the correct number of months. And the rate for our problem was 7.5%. Don't worry about the start date. Then go ahead and hit calculate. And our monthly payment is $1169.09, which is exactly what we got here on our calculator, $1169. They just rounded the 086 to 09. So rounded in the nearest penny, it is the same exact value. Okay? So that's how you can easily use bankrate.com to get the monthly payment. Okay? Now, find the total cost of interest over 30 years. Now, what we're going to use is we're going to use this round off number, so you have to do this on the calculator. Don't use bankrate.com for the amount of interest, because it's going to be off by a little bit because they use the exact value. So what we're going to do here now is to find the cost of interest, we're going to take our monthly payment, which was rounded off $1169, times 12 times a year times 30 years. That's going to give us our total amount we paid after we paid the down payment. So what we'll do is we'll take that amount and then subtract the mortgage to see how much extra we paid, subtract the mortgage, which will equal the total amount of interest. Okay? So we'll find out what we paid after the down payment, which is this monthly payment, right? Which is what we paid. We'll round up to the nearest dollar, $1,169. We paid that for 12 times a year, and it was for 30 years. So after the down payment, we paid $420,840. After the down payment, what was left on the balance was $167,200. So we'll subtract the amount of mortgage, $167,200, to see how much extra we paid. In this case, it is $253,640, and again, the extra corresponds to the total cost of interest. So that would be our total cost of interest, $253,640. And that indeed is the correct answer. Again, we have that the monthly payment is $1,169 times 12 times 30 for a total of $420,000. Then I subtracted the amount of the mortgage, which left us with the total cost of the interest. Okay? All right, very good. We're going to end this session here. If you have any questions, send me an email at tswierz@hodges.edu, TSWIERSZ, or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.